Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're episode 353 of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's having a bad day in space again with me tonight?
USG Ishimura tech support Joe Butler, and if I had a nickel for every time I found out my wife was dead, I'd have a lot of nickels.
Hey, in one of those realities, you used a pillow.
Two now, sir, is a remake, just like this.
I'm here to make us whole remake. It's Nate.
And I'm John. This game ruined Twinkle Twinkle, or what is the game? Not Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. What is the song? Ruined that song for me forever.
Okay.
And it's Mario from Bias Gaming, and I got nothing this time.
Hey, Cody, swamp born of the House Laveau, professional animal wrangler, Ward Riverlands, bender of limbs, winter soldier, gentleman adventurer, former handsomest man, breaker of hearts, including worldwide, not to mention Minnesota, very recently, treasure hunter, friend to every single animal, Acadian nightmare, the Crescent City saint, the Cajun crippler himself, Cody Laveau.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
A little bit.
Glad to be back. How long has it been, man? It's been like at least
The
2
summer.
months.
Red Dead 2.
No, it's been way too long. Not to mention, when I actually finally got to meet the illustrious Mike Albertin in person, he's even more handsome than you might think. We had a date at the Mall of America.
We did.
It was great. It was great. We got all of our steps in.
I can't wait for my date with Mike.
I am going to visit
Incredible.
Kansas someday. It's on my list.
Or the other way
Oh,
around.
Kansas City, you're close to me.
Oh, yeah. But no, I am breaking out this. It is a special Lagavulin scotch, aged for 12 years, finished in tequila barrels. It tastes terrible. Let's go ahead and do a shot of that live. Look at that necromorph shot glass right there. It is a congealed, disgusting human skeleton of a shot glass. And this thing is going to hurt me just as much as that weird pregnant thing that got a lot faster in the sequel. Bottoms up, right? All right, here we go. Ooh.
See, I don't drink a lot, but whenever you're on, I always find myself drinking.
Oh, man, Mike. It burns like a rattlesnake's asshole, I swear. Finish that up with some Lone Star. Oh, God, that's a bad finish. I'm not old to drink scotch yet, Mike.
I stay away from that.
Scotch, it's just bourbon
Yeah.
or whiskey.
It's not. It just ain't for me, man. I'm telling you, I feel like when I get to my mid-50s, I'm going to switch back to briefs. I'm going to get super into model trains. I'm going to start drinking scotch.
We are here to talk about a game that I've been meaning to play, and the only reason why it happened is because Joe was kind enough to buy it for me at some point this year.
Thanks,
I think it was
Joe.
this year. Or last year.
Yeah, it was on sale for $10, the perfect price for the game.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a steal.
And with
That
that,
is really good.
I bought it for $20 on the PlayStation Store over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I had pre-ordered the day before it came out.
I think I bought it when I traded my original Switch in after I got my OLED, I believe. So I think I got it for like whatever the trade credit was at GameStop.
It's not
Oh,
bad.
you got it for $59?
Yeah, I it might have been, I don't remember.
I'm just making a Nintendo GameStop joke that they don't give you anything for trading. But this,
I want to say
So
it was
before we
like,
get
like a
sorry, I do have one off-topic thing I want to say to Cody, because I got to go on a safari thing, Cody, in Wisconsin.
Really?
They had a thing where you drive through like
Mhm.
Jurassic
Yeah.
Park style,
Right.
and there's animals you can pet and feed.
Mhm. Yeah.
Antelopes are assholes, I found out.
They
take your cups.
absolutely are. Yes, they will bite the lip of that cup and drag it away from you.
Oh, I fought with them. Neither one
you'll
won.
do
He got
tug of
half
war.
the cup. I got the other half.
Oh, they know exactly what they're doing, man. They know the safari very, very well.
But I saw an ostrich come up, and he was hungry, and he's coming towards me. My window went right up. I'm like, no, you stay right away, ostrich. We ain't feeding you.
Ostriches will jack you up, all right? Like
He's
they are
fucking my car.
No, they will. Like in that, like with those dinosaur feet and the amount of pow in them, in those legs, those things can kill lions. Do not mess around with an ostrich. I don't care how much they try to flirt with you. Do not mess with an ostrich.
They
Don't
tried.
try to
The
run
head was
one. Yeah.
bobbing.
Oh, the head does the whole thing. He's
Yeah.
like, I can't do nothing to nobody, and then he will pop your tire with
It was
those
doing the
just
whole-
talons.
Well, there were no animals in front of me, so I sped
Oh,
it
absolutely.
up a little bit to get away. My wife got to pet a buffalo, so
No, it's smart. Oh, that's
it was-
amazing.
it was great. The
That is
buffalo was
cool.
standing by a tree, and then she put out the food dish, and he couldn't fit his head into the car, obviously, because, big head. But she put into his mouth and he was like a little dog. She said he opened his mouth up, and he's just looking at her with the big sad eyes, like, "Go feed me."
Aw.
So I got to pet a
Is
buffalo. I
this-
didn't get to pet buffalo. I pet an antelope. I scratched
What?
him on the head while he was looking for food in my car.
Do you know what kind of antelope it was?
I know. I have pictures. I'll send you pictures. I have no idea.
Yeah, send me a picture just so I know what kind of antelope it was. I don't know if we're talking springbok, Impala, Lechwe, if we're talking water buck or bush buck or Sitatunga or bongo.
I have
If we're
no
talking
idea.
black buck, blessbok, any species of oryx such as sable or scimitar horned or roan or gemsbok or bisa
Look what I
oryx.
started.
I love animals so much, man. When I look in my intro, it says I'm a friend to every single animal. I do have my bachelor's in animal science with a specialization in reproductive neuroendocrinology. So I'm not just
Hey, does
all
Joe
talk.
Exotic have that too?
Joe has a degree in methamphetamine. I only minored in that in college. I just didn't have the money.
I just want
Meth
to
and
take care of
guns.
dogs.
What you're like, so.
What was that? Was that Mario?
Yeah, it was
I
Mario.
said,
Take a
damn, I
look.
just want to take care of dogs, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, dogs are the
Like-
best. Dogs are
like for-
good people.
for-
If a dog doesn't trust you, I don't trust you. Is what I'm
For like a good 5 years, I worked for an animal clinic, and we had a contract with U.S. Customs, so I took care of about
Mhm.
40 customs dogs a day.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God, I miss those dogs.
That is noble work, is what you're doing. Or
So I do
what
want
you
to
did.
hear. I think we all kind of already said our memories, didn't we? Anybody miss? Did I miss before I start talking about animals?
Dead Space remake. I mean, it was on sale. I think it's still on sale. I just checked Steam. You can get it on Steam right now for like $12 until October the 6th. I don't know when this thing comes out, but you can get it right now.
Next week.
I bought it on sale, so that's my memory of it. And then I played it, and then that's it.
It's also, I believe, you have a PlayStation Extra. It's part of the extra catalog, so you can just download it.
For
Oh,
now.
awesome.
Yeah, it was also on regular PS Plus. If you just have regular for a while, it was on there for a good. You can download it once and you keep it. I think it was once last October, and then a few months before that too. That's
nice.
one of the more common ones they have on regular PS Plus. PS Plus.
Maybe that's what.
monthly.
Maybe it's not extra then. I thought it was an extra
Okay.
thing.
Right
The one
on.
thing I do want to say about this game is I love the original. I think the original is one of those perfect horror game to me. Dead Space 1 is fucking amazing. And playing this game it's a remake, but it's a fucking they took some rooms and they're the exact same room. And I played Dead Space 1 apparently too many times because I knew where shit was coming. I'm like, oh yeah, that's over there, this is over here. And it felt like it felt like you were playing Dead Space, but you're playing your memories of how good Dead Space was when you first seen HD TV. But it actually is that.
I think it's a very good way to put that. The Dead Space remake looks how you remembered the original looking. I like that a lot. That's a very good way to
just-
put that.
The original is not nowhere near as pretty, obviously, because it's so many years before.
Right.
But I was honestly surprised when I played this how pretty this game is. My Steam Deck couldn't run it, and that's my fault because I don't have the Steam Deck the way I should have it because I couldn't install it to my SDD drive. I think is what it's called. Solid disk drive. I had to put it on my memory cards. I bought too small of a Steam Deck, and I didn't ever do the change thing like Joe did.
I got you.
That's weird because I'm pretty sure on Steam page it said it's playable on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I thought it said verified
Don't
for
have, it is
Steam
verified.
Deck.
Oh, it ran. It just ran like shit.
I believe that has to be like on a SD. Like a lot of games now are like you have to have it on a like SD or NVMe drive to play it at the right level. Like because a lot of games that I've bought recently are like you have to have it on a fast drive or it isn't going to work right.
Yeah, and that's fine. That wasn't the game's fault. I mean, I had a PC that could run it, so I wasn't worried about it. But I had to mess with the settings and put them on low and some other things to make it run smoother. Because you got a little choppy in the cutscenes. Because the cutscenes are also all done with in-game assets or graphics. What word am I supposed to be using?
In-game engine, basically, kind of.
Okay.
Or in
Mario, you never played the original?
How?
Wow.
So I how do I put this? When
You don't
it
like
first
good
came
video
out, my
games?
friends were always
I
talking
was gonna
about it.
say.
And I always, you know what? Resident Evil Base? Nah, I'm good. Doom, basically somewhat. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I tried this. I tried the second game. I'm like, it's okay, but not my cup of tea.
Wow.
Third one. So this is
But
my
Dead
memory.
Space. But Dead Space 2, the butts were flawless in that game.
Well, again, I never got past the first two chapters because
Oh, you're missing out, dude.
It was just.
Dude,
It was just meh. I just never got into it.
absolute
Dead Space
dump
2.
trucks. It's flawless in Dead Space
I had
2.
Mass Effect for that.
Oh, it's better. Look, okay. Hot take. Better than Miranda's butt in Mass Effect 2. was that gal in Dead Space 2. Look,
Yeah,
go
but
back and check.
Her butt got better in Handmaid's Tale, thank you. So
Well, that's just real life. And I think that you're kind of defeating the purpose of Handmaid's Tale, wouldn't it be? You're objectifying Handmaid's Tale.
honestly,
oh
I
my
don't
God.
even like the show. My wife likes the show.
It is a very solid
I only
show.
watch it because she's in it.
As much as I objectify butts, it is actually a really solid show. I gotta balance it out. Really good book.
But-
If you're really into Margaret Atwood, I believe wrote that. I read it in college.
Yeah.
Will change your life. You know, in fact, let's just gear all of this back into feminist theory instead. Anyway, you were saying, Mike?
Not even sure what I was saying.
I've got
It
the
was
summary
basically-
too, Mike, if you want it.
Oh yes, Joe. Let's do a
Oh
summary.
hell yeah, let's do it.
All right. I tried really hard with these, and by that I mean I'm stoned when I usually write these, so let's go ahead and do this. In the distant future, where the government and religion rule the galaxy, Isaac Clarke is on his way to fix a space-cracking ship that houses his longtime girlfriend. Little does he know he's walking into the worst scenario ever imagined. Now Isaac must infiltrate this ship with no loading times now, and weapons that you have to find that are meant for mining. Can Isaac find his girlfriend and get off the ship, or will he be trapped in dead space?
Bum,
You know, the only part
bum.
I liked it. The only part that was wrong is you said the near future. That's going to be 2026, where government and religion run the world. That's coming.
Universe.
We are speed running it right now.
And we are.
So I'm going to ask a very serious question. Mike, did you do the side quest?
Absolutely not. You don't beat the game in 2 days by doing a side quest, sir.
Come on.
Side quests are so freaking good. They're all incredible.
I missed one I missed the first one more by accident than really on purpose because I didn't realize what was happening. And then I just said, you know what? I just don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like you missed the whole story of what Nicole was doing before, like enduring the outbreak. You missed what Mercer was doing, the story behind the hunter, the story of what Jacob Temple and whatever her name is that I can never remember. Like they added so much stuff in these side stories to this game. It's like ridiculous.
But that's one of the weird issues for me. Like, I didn't want to experience it because my Dead Space, I'm going to sound like an asshole right here, my Dead Space doesn't have them. And this is one of those weird games for me where I am very particular about the game, like in a strange way, where I don't like that they added stuff. I just want the game the way the game is, and I remember it in the 2008 version, which doesn't make any sense from a logical standpoint. It's very much a me problem.
So
this is
I was just gonna ask, was the side stuff, because I didn't do it either, I sprinted to the end. Was the side stuff anything from the animated movie that came out?
yes. So the remake adds stuff from the remake, not from the remake. The remake adds stuff from the book, because there's also a book comic, and there's also
book
stuff from the
and comic.
movie that's been
There's
added.
two
So there's 2 movies, but the first movie is the one that actually covers what happens. So they actually changed the cutscene to match the animated movie where the captain gets stabbed in the eye. So in the original game, it didn't exactly look like it, but in the remake, it's actually like shot for shot. It's actually hilarious.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I was interested, like, when I first heard that they were there. I think partly in horror games, I have a problem where I just want to get through it at times. That tends to be a thing with me in horror games. And, like, even though I played this game on story mode, and fucking story mode is great if you're trying to beat this game in a very quick manner.
Yeah,
I
very
will say
much.
that. Oh, you automatically heal, by the way. Whenever you're not in combat, you will heal.
Really.
So you don't need
Mhm.
med tanks. I just sold them all.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Story mode is just Mario. It's just like it's easier than easy mode. It's
Oh,
basically.
I was
yeah.
like, "This is a story mode? What the hell?"
Yeah, where
Yeah.
you don't have to play
Yeah.
the game.
I mean, essentially, yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I still died a few times. So, like in the the one-shot kills. You know what? I never knew this, but man, do I appreciate a game that doesn't have auto kills in every single fucking level. Don't you too, Nate?
I was there too.
Best
I know.
thing since sliced bread.
We played
I
Evil Within
don't
last
think
week,
I-
and that game loves auto kills.
I don't think I died once. I don't think I died once in this entire playthrough. I was also doing New Game Plus, so that did help. But I was on medium,
Well-
and I'm like, I don't think I died once through the.
It
The
wasn't
playthrough.
enemies. It was the one-hit kill stuff is what got me. I got caught.
I
At one
almost-
point, I flew into a tether. That kills you instantly. By the way, if you fly into the gravity tethers when you're doing the asteroid, or not the asteroid part, but when you're doing what was I doing?
The,
Putting the sensor on the asteroid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You die.
I will
if you
say some of the instant kills are very cool. Like when you get killed by one of those little things and it like twists your head around and it's like hanging off. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ever.
Yeah,
No.
they added
Oh,
like kill safe.
It's the big necromorphs, the big ones that look like Slender Man, and when you shoot them, they fall apart into multiple pieces.
yeah, that one. And then like your head like twists and he like stands up and his head's upside down and hanging off the back of it. Just that is art. That is pure horror art. Loved it.
I fought him, but I didn't have any issues where like I died like that. But it was all like the automatic stuff. Because enemies couldn't in story mode. Enemies can't kill you unless you literally just sit down and wait. You're not gonna die otherwise. Like you literally have to just stop playing the game. But there's a lot of auto kill stuff. Or instant kill, I should say, not auto kill. That should be a new term. And that's what got me.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were or where they were. I just know they existed. Because I did have a few deaths, but overall, like, this remake is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. It is.
I died.
So pretty.
I died a couple times. One was in the nuclear warhead room, and one of those bag boys hit me, and the screen went white, and I was like, that can't be good. And then once I redid that room, I got a really lucky spawn on the second one. It spawned in the right-hand corner behind, like, trapped in between debris. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like, don't have to worry about you.
Died 2 times on that part.
I did die there, and the funny thing was, it was like, I walked into the room, the necromorph came out, and I shot it just as Hammond goes, now remember, don't shoot anything in here, as the screen was going white and everything was exploding. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good.
I did the same thing. I mean, he wasn't talking. I just saw the enemy, and I shot him. I went, oh, oops. And then the second time, I didn't shoot him, but he slammed his fist on the ground, and he killed both of us. So
I forgot about the that turbine thingy that you have to restart. How it can kill you towards in the third or fourth chapter. I completely forgot about that.
There's a few instant kills. I also want to say that this game feels a lot like the story feels smoother than it did in the original. I love the original, but it does
It's
feel
probably because Isaac can talk now, so it's not just like people talking at him, and then they're like, great point, Isaac. Like, you should go do that.
Well, that and a couple of the things that happen, there's dialogue before it happens. Like, I knew all the chapters were going to be. I knew what was going to happen next in the ship because I played Dead Space 1 too many times in my life.
I will admit, I do like the idea of basically it being like, instead of it being like in the OG where it's like Hammond, he's like, oh, Isaac, now the engine's out. Go ahead and go take care of it right now. And it cuts out. Now it actually is Hammond going, oh, what was that? And Isaac going, oh, it sounds like the engine went out. Since I'm the only one that can fix it, I might as well go. Plus, he does have kind of moments where he's also like, I'm mainly doing this to look for Nicole. So it's either look for her or die. So I'm not going to pussyfoot around.
He does have more purpose in this game too, which like the game almost tricks you if you didn't know she's dead.
I feel like him having the voice is what shows that he has a purpose, because doesn't he look for either way somewhat in the original game?
He doesn't talk in the first game.
Kinda. I do like that Isaac is solving more problems in this game though. Like he is he has, I mean, that's part of letting him speak, I think, as well. Is he's like, yeah, we're gonna run the fuel pump, the radiator down back through the differential. I mean, like, I don't remember exactly, but you know, that kind of a thing where it's like, I know what we're going to do because I am the engineer. So I do like that more. Yes, exactly. He's more agency in what's going on in this game than he does in the first one. It doesn't feel like he's just being pointed down. Bingo. Which again was just not the thing in the first game, and I don't know why, because he was in the second. So
in the first game, Isaac is literally an NPC that you control.
Yes.
Correct.
And that's the thing that I will say about this game is the remake to me is everything in the world about the first game that was good, but this one actually has story and characters now.
I would disagree with that. I mean, everything's good, but I also think the first one's story is perfect. But again,
that's why I like Dead Space 2.
I'm hypercritical about the first game. Like, weirdly love that game. Like, that game is up there like Chrono Trigger and stuff for me, which is weird. I don't know why. I fucking love Dead Space 2008.
That's Dead Space 2 to me. Is like Dead Space 2 took everything that Dead Space 1 was and made it like Dead Space 2 is the perfection of what Dead Space 1 started out with. And now we actually have that for Dead Space 1, which that's like...
Because this game made me question that maybe Nicole was actually alive. Like, I was starting to question it. I'm like, Is Nicole
That's
actually
what-
alive?
The
They were going to
changes
throw you
that they
for a
make,
loop.
Yeah, they do.
I like it.
because Nicole is actually in the first game where it was never shown she was, what's her name, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the first game you never saw that. Every time Nicole actually popped up, it was actually Claire.
Wait, Claire's in the first game? The original?
Wait, are you talking about the scientist?
The food lady, the one like you.
Yeah.
She has the hologram in the hydroponic, and
but
you.
Cross.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Cross, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Cross.
didn't remember that
I
Cross was
think-
even in the first game.
She's in the first
She
game, but
is- so
you find
she's-
an,
She's in the first game, but she's only through like radio and stuff. Like you never actually physically talk to her. She's like audio log. But like in this
Yeah.
game is actually so the first time when you actually meet Nicole in is it engineering? Like when she does the computer across the way and you have to defend her.
Yeah.
That's actually Cross. It's Isaac
she thinks-
hallucinating that it's Nicole. And when you fly out of that room and if you fly under that, you find a recording of Isaac talking to Cross. And he thinks it's Cross talking to Isaac, which you don't hear that through all the time that Isaac thinks he's talking to Nicole.
I didn't know you could find that.
Huh. I didn't,
Yeah, it's like-
I didn't even remember that Cross was even in the first game. I thought he talked to Nicole, but Nicole was actually just a hallucination the entire time. There was nobody there. He was just doing it when she was.
Yeah, that's the way it is
Okay.
in the game. And I think it makes more sense this way because it's like, well, how was Isaac doing this stuff like across the way? And no, there's actually a person there now. It's just he's hallucinating.
Okay, so I did remember correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
You remember that.
I do prefer it with a person. Like, Nate, you beat the game now, right?
Yeah, I was going to say just real quick on that defending Nicole scene, it makes sense that was an actual person because in my notes, I didn't know I had to defend her. She died, and I was like, hold on, game. Like, she's not there. Like,
He's already dead.
Well, I was just like, there's nobody there. It's the nation. So what happened? Like, so it makes sense that an actual person died and,
Yeah, so in the OG, there was no one there. That's why they changed it, because it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just saw it as because technically, if I remember correctly, the marker is supposed to be giving you dementia, essentially.
Oh, it is. But
And one of the
it-
symptoms of dementia is hallucinations, and they can get
Correct.
really bad.
Yeah.
it's not
That's how I took
hallucinating.
it.
It's just now hallucinating that like this person is someone else, but they're still actually because where Nicole is like, oh, I can use my code in the audio log. You find it crosses like I got this code from Jacob that now I can hack into this terminal and open the door for us. But Isaac is hearing Nicole like I can use my codes. He's completely like to him. Cross isn't even there. Like there's no person besides Nicole, but Cross is actually there talking to him. You just you don't hear anything of what she says until you find that audio log that's hidden in the corner of the room.
And that is a nice, like, that whole thing when you find out that it actually was a person and that, he's just hallucinating who it was. I was like, good job, game. Like, you threw a loop for me and I did not expect a loop.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal.
I was trying not to spoil it for you, Nate, since you were playing the game, like, up to the moment we started this recording. And then
Honestly, yeah. Some would say that at this very moment, credits are scrolling by in 16 times speed. But I was playing this game mostly with headphones at night, and there are, just like in Dead Space 2, it's my favorite fucking thing. There's like whispering, very low whispering. And I picked out like in chapter 2, there's like a voice that just like whispers like, Isaac, And I was like, that's cool. This game is so cool.
Well, you say that, but there's a moment in this game that's actually super noticeable. I think it is chapter 2. Or chapter 1, where if you walk into the hallway, everything gets really blurry. That's supposed to be Isaac getting a connection to the marker.
The marker.
Yeah.
That's
And
so cool.
I believe that it's in that hallway like right by the bathroom, right? That's the one you're talking
Yes.
about. I believe at that time isn't the marker in the storage door where you find it at the end of the game, like before the unitologists get it. Oh,
Yeah.
He's walking right by the marker in the next room when he like gets the connection or whatever.
Cody, I can't remember, but when you played Dead Space 1 for this show years ago, was that your first time playing it?
That was actually actually it was not. I played through it in probably 2011. There was a period of time where I was unemployed during that time, around the time of the recession kind of thing. So I had lots of time during the day. So I was going to like GameStop and getting some bargain bin games, and I remember I found that one and played through it, but I didn't remember of it, probably because I wasn't paying very good attention. But then coming back to this game is when I really feel like I'm more locked in, actually focused on the story of it rather than just killing spooky aliens out on a spaceship somewhere. I feel like I really absorbed it when I played it for this show.
Okay, I mean, when you're talking about it, that does help. So you're sitting down with 5 people.
Exactly.
So something else I want to bring up real fast about the whole Nicole stuff. Since some of you didn't do the side missions, there is in one of the side missions you find where Nicole has left like audio logs, like that are like they're recording stuff that she's doing like throughout the game and saving it, and you actually find the message, her death message. And Isaac stops it, like it starts to play, and Isaac stops it like a sentence or two in, and he doesn't go on and listen to it. I'm like, okay, that's cool because it is literally the voice, not a video, but it's the voice of her death message. And Isaac actually stops listening to it and goes on about like, I'm going to find you and I'll get out of here. But it's the message of her dying that he won't continue to listen to. I was like, that's a cool addition. I like that.
That is. I wanted to do some of the side quests, but I was also worrying on time because I'm a little bit scheduled where I want to be. So I was also rushing. That's partly why I didn't do them.
So
Same,
funny enough,
honestly.
2 things. One is you can find the message of Isaac finding Nicole's death message, but you can also find the video at the beginning of Dead Space 2 where Nicole messages him and says she's having like a really good time on the Ishimura. You can find that message as well.
Okay.
You can.
That's so cool.
And
you can find the message.
Then
Isaac telling her his pants are dead.
Yeah, so another thing about that. So they also incorporated, there's a book for Dead Space, and the book for Dead Space talks about how Isaac's mom's a unitologist, and the reason why he doesn't like unitology or his mom, because his mom was obviously brainwashed. Dad was in the military, and Isaac's dad had been putting money away for Isaac's college fund. When Isaac graduated college, his mom donated his entire college fund to unitology. And Isaac had to go to public college basically, and so that ends up happening. And then through basically the same thing happens. Their backstory, you find out that Isaac met Nicole because she was a therapist who was helping people leave unitology. But they also incorporate that scene too, which is where they had their fight, which I think is interesting. Isaac has a fight with her because basically whenever his dad gets home, her mom can't handle him being home, so she kills him and then herself. But she hadn't officially left unitology left. She was about to, and she still had their body rights to them. So as soon as his parents kill themselves, unitology comes up and just takes their bodies.
Oh, huh.
That is cool. They put that in here.
I did not know about any of it.
I knew the comment about how he met Nicole because he talks about it in this game that wasn't in the original because he doesn't talk. And that was a nice touch. I'm happy to hear there was more to it.
Yeah.
Also, Isaac calls Nicole and tells her what happened, and he's like, "You told me my mother was going to be okay. You killed her." He goes off on her like, "You're the reason she's dead and the reason that my dad's dead." And they have like
wonder why she left him.
That I'm like, I want to know the timeline because it's implied that she's already on the Ishimura at that point, but I'm not exactly sure.
When they have their argument, the ending of the argument is the alarm going off. The ship's already gone down, so they have their argument right when she dies.
Oh, that's shitty.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, and that'll haunt you the rest of your life if you're having an argument with someone and they die right afterwards.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Technically, it does.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, and then the guy from Dead Space 2 and 3 that plays and voices Isaac came back for the remake, so that's him still too.
Oh, that's
okay.
nice.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It sounded familiar. Now I know why.
Yeah, that's him. And they also very specifically said he did admit, he's like, I liked voicing Isaac. The deal that I had is if they wanted me to come back for Isaac, I did not want him to be quippy because he's quippy in 2 and a lot more in 3. But he says I don't want Isaac to be funny in Dead Space 1. This is before he ends up getting fucked up in the head. So
right,
literally fucked in the head.
Yeah. Like, I mean, well, and it's not even just the marker. It's like a fake marker, right? It's like a copy of it. So that's why it's all corrupted and fucked up. So it's doing even more damage in the first one than it might even be doing in the sequels to it.
So from what I read, because I had to look it up because I wasn't sure. So what they find on the planet is the red marker. The red markers are made by alien species, and they put out more power.
They're made by Earth.
No.
Is
Yes, but the black marker that's the other. I have it the other way around.
Yes.
the red markers are the ones
so
that the humans make. The blacks are the aliens.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the human ones don't push out enough power than the alien ones because the government keeps taking them for power supplies, and that's why the government keeps looking for them because they're like, oh, why have one black marker that doesn't make a lot? We can go find the alien ones. But I think the alien ones are also stronger too.
This wasn't in this game, right? Though.
What
you're talking about?
Yeah, it's in
No.
this game.
Oh,
No,
wait,
well,
is
no.
it?
It's not.
No.
No, it's not.
Okay. You're just doing it.
No, Daniels kind of talks about how this is one that EarthGov built and
Yes.
like hid in Aegis 7, and she says the original marker is alien, and that's all that they talk about. Like they don't they don't talk about the aliens like
And the energy converting.
yeah.
Okay.
They don't talk about that. I want to say that all of that happens in 3, maybe in parts
That
of
sounds
2. But I definitely know in 3 you like learn that the aliens built the original marker.
In the
It was
the
definitely.
Dr. Mercer story, like you hear him go on and like, okay, the signal from the marker starts to mutate on the cellular level, starts to mutate people, starts to like he goes into this whole thing with Nicole of like what the marker actually does to people. And I was like, that's interesting that they actually added that here.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even I'm glad you guys mentioned the side stories because I wanted to know about them. I just didn't get around to actually doing them. So thank you.
So
Did not have
you
time for that either.
I can give you a quick summary of what they were because I remember them perfectly. I beat this game like pretty quickly too, but I think I had a good pace at it. I wasn't trying to rush through it. So there's technically like 4 side quests. One you super don't have to do. All it is you look for like the head supervisor's rigs, and it gives you like a master key where you can go and get weapon upgrades. That one's whatever. There's no story to that. Basically, the 4 of them that run in tandem with each other. It's the guy that made the Undying Necromorph. You find out how he was using and abusing people to do that, and how he was hurting people. You have Nicole's backstory where you find out while the asshole's turning people in necromorphs, she's actually trying to save people. And Nicole actually isn't even so her own hero in her own story, which I think is really interesting because it's better than you just finding out that she hid the whole time or something. But during her whole time of the trip, she was actually fighting back as well, especially because the ship had secret unitologists and things like that. And then the third side quest is Cross's boyfriend Temple, you end up finding out how he's also fighting back in his own way, and he realizes that the unitologists are sneaking around doing something weird, but they're not sure why. And it's him also like defending himself and learning how to use the weapons, basically doing what you did, learning how to use the mining weapons as weapons. And then him finding out, and then they all kind of cross into each other because Temple isn't like the evil doctor, but he's also kind of helping Nicole. And you find out through like the 4th side mission that they're all kind of against helping each other kind of thing. And that's what they do.
It made me want to play Extraction. I think that's the name of the one on Wii.
Extraction,
PS3.
like I will fully. Extraction is, I think, my second favorite Dead Space game. I absolutely, that game's incredible.
Really?
It's story and you get to see what happens on the.
I feel like that
that's-
one's not talked about it.
It's not.
It's not.
Because it was Wii exclusive, and then it also came out on the PS3 at one point, but it's never been ported since then.
Can you play the Wii version on the Wii U?
You can play it on the PC.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. You know what?
You just emulate it.
Let's do that one at some point. I kind of forgot.
We
that.
are. I just have
Yo ho. I will figure it out.
I actually have the disc of it, but it's probably garbage because the center piece broke at some point, so the disc just been jumping around inside the case, and I'm just like, well, I'm never actually going to play this real copy, so I don't care. By the time I ever play it, it'll be on a mouse and keyboard.
I tried to actually find like the PS3 version of that to download it for emulation. I haven't been able to find it yet.
I will help you out later because I need to find it. So
I can turn my PS3 on and play it because I have it downloaded there, but I don't want to.
that is fair. I don't know if it works.
My PS3 is a piece of crap. I need to find like a new or better PS3. I just don't want to spend the exorbitant
I wish
amount
it
of
was on
money.
PC. Like that's one thing that this game made me realize. Like playing this remake, like it made me go, man, I miss Dead Space, and it made me sad. Like I'm like, why isn't there a Dead Space 4? Why isn't there more Dead Space? Like in this game, I don't think we're getting a Dead Space 2 remake because I don't think this made enough money.
And now the DA is owned by Saudis.
I mean,
To be fair, we have a better chance of Saudis making a game than we do of EA without them. To be fair,
you're not wrong.
No.
I mean, they have the money to make anything they want to make.
and they do.
What was that, Mario?
I mean, you could just play the remake and then go back and play 2 and 3. It still works kind of seamlessly.
Yeah.
But I want more.
Okay,
So-
I want further stories.
Because I have 3 still, And when the PS Store was still open, I bought all 3 of the collector's editions because they were on sale for all Dead Space games. I just never played them. But then I started playing Dead Space 2 after the remake. I was like, you know what? It kind of works.
You should definitely play.
It's still almost seamless, just a little bit, but it's good.
I have them all on PC, but I want new games, not the games I want. Well, I mean, I really want 4, to be completely honest.
I
was supposed to end the series.
Of the Dead Space 3 DLC, because that DLC was the DLC is the best part of that game. That DLC rocks.
It's on the show, too. That's how much I like Dead Space. We did the 3 games, now 4 games, and the DLC. We never did the movies, though.
Dead Space 3 is great all around, and the DLC is really good.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say something about that, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
I won't poo-poo on Dead Space 3 that much. It's the worst one of the bunch.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to bring up that this game did differently, which is more for the time of 2023 this comes out. And I did appreciate how you get the weapons, that you don't have to buy them, you just find them on different people throughout the game. I think that's a really nice touch.
I think my favorite weapon was the buzzsaw one.
Oh, I hate the buzzsaw so much.
Ricochet effect.
Oh man, I agree with Mario that the Ripper is really good.
Ripper, yeah.
The force gun's cool. The contact beam. The contact beam.
I show some love to that flamethrower because I love that flamethrower.
Yes.
It's something about the fire effects in this remake with that spread and just the way that it just chef's kiss. Or maybe I don't know. I'm a bit of a pyromaniac anyway. Like I love a good flamethrower in games. This is probably top 5 of any game that I've played.
The flamethrower works so well on the little baby dudes that spout the 3 tentacles out of the back. Like it's the best way to kill them.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the guys that are from the thing. It is really good against those too.
The little crab things that come out of the belly or whatever.
Yeah, like when you shoot the one or you shoot it and then it's like, joke's on you, all my legs and arms are little tentacle guys.
Yeah.
That one.
Did y'all ever run out of ammo for any of the weapons in this game? And he like starts cussing. He's like, "God damn the fucking!" Yeah. Like he starts like yelling at the manufacturer of the fucking gun. I love this voice actor. What's his name? Does anybody know his voice actor?
Give me just a second.
He played Isaac.
Yeah, I know he played Isaac in all of them, but the swearing that he does in this game is unmatched.
Gunner.
Okay, he is a Powers Booth level of swearing when he gets frustrated. Like it almost makes you want to fuck up in this game just so you can hear him get frustrated. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
I don't think I heard that. I never ran out of ammo.
Yeah, I never.
Because you were playing story mode.
No.
I never ran out of ammo, but I was doing a plasma gun only run.
Oh.
And I was very close, and so I bumped the difficulty down to easy. Mm-hmm. And then I messaged the group chat and was like, "Has anyone done one gun on medium? Like it feels kind of really difficult." And John blew my mind when he said, "Just buy ammo." I was like, "Fuck."
I did buy ammo a few times.
Like, you're absolutely right. I could do that in this game.
Yep.
Just spend all your credits on the ammo. It's fine. That's the way I did it.
And once
you don't use.
And as long as you don't have other guns, you really don't get much ammo for anything but the one gun you're carrying. Because I did this one gun too because I have a problem. Every Dead Space game we have done for this show, and every playthrough besides my first playthrough through Dead Space, I only use the plasma gun. I will not use a second gun.
Yep.
Because of that stupid achievement. When I first played this game, found that achievement, I have never went back. And even though I don't have to, I don't care about achievements now. I just like that fucking gun.
It is kind of the mascot gun of this game, so that makes sense.
Not only that, if you focus on just the plasma cutter, that game becomes significantly easier once it's fully upgraded with all the equipment. The first one you find, which is like the fire rounds, I had so much to get that immediately. Enemies just crumbled. Now I get what Cody's saying with the flamethrower, because when you shoot the fire rounds from the plasma cutter, they go down instantly.
Yeah.
And then the game is just hilarious when you have the blades. Like, it's basically the melee hit knocks them on their ass. It's like the funniest thing ever.
It's great.
I didn't care for the buzzsaw thing. Like, soon as I popped the achievement for the 30 kills, I was like, okay, back in storage you go.
I like the idea of it quite a bit. Just like throwing buzzsaws. Like, possibly even more than reality of it. I like the idea of just slinging buzzsaws in this game.
It's basically having a chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I wanted to use other weapons, but I have a problem.
You think you could do a run of where you actually experiment? I mean, life's a buffet, Mike. You got to try a little bit of everything.
But I just don't. I mean, to be fair, the first time I played Dead Space 2008, I did use all the guns because it was my first time playing the game. But now I'm too used to the plasma cutter, and it's
You
the way
like
I
that plasma cutter, yep.
I like it, and I know it perfectly.
I think that's why I like the line gun too, because it's just a giant version of the plasma cutter. I'm like, okay, this thing's
Wait,
really
is that in
cool.
this game? I never saw it.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
in there.
Huh? I missed it for some reason. I think.
Yeah, I think they changed how the secondary fireworks from the first game. Seems
It was
like
like mines in the first game, I think.
yeah, and now it's like a laser that it's a laser that if you accidentally shoot it to an enemy that's looking at you, it will shoot you. Trust me, did that.
It's still worth it. It doesn't do as much damage to you as it does to enemies, but yeah, you can hurt yourself with it. But you can just absolutely shred with that line gun.
I don't remember what enemy it was, but I shot it, and so what it does, it puts a laser, and then this laser points out from where the laser is. So I shot the thing, and it pointed the laser straight back at me and shot Isaac, and I was like, okay, well that was kind of stupid on my part.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why it doesn't hurt you as much, because it still wants you to absolutely YOLO with that thing, but you still got to be a little bit careful with it.
No, maybe one day. Now that I could see myself replaying this maybe, and then try out the other guns. I don't, just to get the achievements I don't care about, but who knows?
I am 3 trophies away from the platinum, but one of those is the impossible difficulty, and I'm like, I don't really know if I want to do that, but I want the trophy really bad.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. I believe in you.
That was. Are you going to, Nate?
Currently, no, because Ghost of Yote just came out, so I'm going to play that.
You're still working on that
eventually.
Evil Within Platinum, right?
Oh, actually, my mom called and she said I'm not allowed to play that game anymore. So.
Yeah, so if I do that, it's I found a bit of a loophole, because you can just upload your save to the cloud, and then if you die, you just download the save and keep going. So I might abuse that religiously. I'm not sure if I do.
I mean, that's how I did hardcore mode for Dead Space 3, was I just had a little flash drive that I would back up the save to.
I remember that.
I did that for something recently, and I can't remember what the heck it uploaded
Evil
the save.
Within?
No.
We played that last week, and we all were upset.
It was called
Okay.
For the veteran trophy.
So another thing I do want to mention that's different about this game, too, is that they tried to make the ship feel like one giant level, because you do ride the tram, but it isn't like you ride the tram into the cutscene and a loading screen, you're in a new chapter. You can go back to old areas easily just by riding the tram, and I never did that because that's not the Dead Space I remember. Even I know it's a different game. But I was being an idiot about it. I'm like, no, I don't want to go back to other areas. I want to continue the game like the way the game was meant to be. I only go back when it makes me. But it is a nice touch that you can do that. You can go back and open some doors that you couldn't open before and do the side quests. You can do all the side quests up until you go to chapter 12, and the game even tells you this is a point of no return.
Yes, which I do like that they had that in there, because you can go pretty much the entire length of the ship, which is nice.
I mean, they made good changes. For example, they got rid of the terrible meteor thing, and now you have to activate these guns a little bit differently, and it's fine. I died on that part too, by the way, the first time. But it's a better way of doing it. And they also got rid of when you shoot the Leviathan off the food storage, you don't have to use a turret gun like you did before. You go you actually use turret guns on the outside. It's actually they improved the 2 worst things about it.
And they improved zero gravity, because it's actually fun now.
They made the Iron Man
actually fly instead of that stupid point and jump thing. I'm like, oh dear God, thank you for changing that.
Oh yeah.
I do miss the animation though of Isaac just putting his arms out, going wee.
That's so bad to try to move and try to run from things in that mode in the original.
They also added the thing from Dead Space 2 where you can pick up necromorph arms and throw them, and it pins into the wall.
Yeah.
I thought that was in the original too.
Nope.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know.
That is a useful thing.
I don't know if you can rip them off of necromorphs. I think you can pick them up, but I don't think you can telekinesis them off of a necromorph in the original.
I don't think you can either.
No, I don't remember that.
You can definitely impale somebody to a wall. I can tell you that much. I did it by
Yeah, like-
accident and got an achievement.
Nice.
In this game, like you can like a necromorph can be running at you, and you can literally like just rip its talon off and shoot it at it. I was like, okay, I like that. That's cool.
So,
I do
Cody,
think-
we haven't talked about one of the most important aspects about this game
Let
in
her
the
rip.
episode you're
Yep.
on. So, how were the aspects?
Okay. All right. So, what was her name? Kendra, right? Kendra?
Kendra, yes.
Yes. Okay. Her butt was very nice in this. As far as a lot of remakes go, you see it get toned down a lot. I'm looking specifically at Solid Snake. His ass got absolutely nerfed after, what was that, the third or fourth game. Kendra's ass, I feel like, was very well maintained for this. Again, still not as great as that lady from Dead Space 2. However, the real benefactor of this remake was Isaac. All right, Isaac is packing an absolute dump truck in the I'm an equal opportunity ass man. All right, so the first game, Isaac is wearing what I would describe as pajamas, like a couple of metal plates like stapled to it, as if the corporation that's in charge of this is cutting budgets everywhere that they possibly can and be like, we'll just put stuff over his vitals and hope for the best because we're on budget cuts. But which is cool because it looked like it was pajamas. However, they kept it loose. So one thing I did not like about his uniform in the Dead Space remake is I think they wanted to jump the gun a little bit too early and make him look too much like he could handle his business in this game too early, rather than him being over his head as an engineer that does not know how to fight. But on the contrary, they cinched up the hindquarters of that butt from the very first suit. And I gotta say, I'm a very big fan. This game has maintained the legacy and the spirit of Dead Space butts. To my TED Talk, Mike.
Hey, I knew you had stuff to say, so I had to make sure it got in here.
But
Yeah, did you-
opinions in general. Mm-hmm.
Cody, did you watch any of the behind the scenes stuff? Like before the game came out, they would like upload videos of like testing tech and everything like that. Did you see any of that?
No, I didn't see. Are there some butt related content there?
Oh yeah, they got butt prints. Like they're like, this is what Isaac's butt looked like in the beginning, and then they said
hell
in
yeah.
here with the power of the engine we were using, we tightened that up.
Yeah,
We clenched that butt.
If somebody ever puts me in a video game, I want to write that into my contract. I want to have them firm some stuff up. I don't care about hiding my dad bod, the beer gut, any of that. I just want them to enhance the gluteus, just a little, a tasteful amount.
Cody, I met you. There's no beer gut. You're fine.
Oh,
I have a weird question too, by the way. Speaking of the costume, did anybody buy or have pre-order edition?
the War Machine, what was that Spawn-looking suit thing?
There's like 4 different suits. They're all different.
There was one that looked like Spawn.
Yes, I have that edition.
I have it.
Okay.
So if you put on the necromorph suit where he's like half skeleton, when he takes his helmet off, he has no head.
That's
What? That's
What?
dope.
That's
this
kinda
game is so cool.
The design very much
Love
reminded me
cool. What were you saying, Mario?
of a Deadite. His design for that suit reminded me more of a Deadite big time.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah. Groovy.
Yeah, it's a very cool game. I mean, they made subtle changes that honestly make the game better, which is pretty good to make perfection better. So, hey.
I have a question about the original. When you meet Dr. Mercer, he puts Isaac in stasis, and then he says, "Not the talkative type, eh?" Is that specific line in the original game, or are they kind of having like a laugh?
They're having a laugh.
Has to be in
It's
there.
both.
Yeah,
It's in the original
tongue
game.
in cheek. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I laughed. I said that's funny. Like,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't put Isaac in stasis in the original. I'm pretty sure he's like behind a wall.
Yeah, he's behind a wall, but the line
Yeah.
is the same. They
That's
probably
the same.
they didn't do the stasis like they do in here. Man, when that guy gets killed in stasis, I was like, "Fuck, that'd be a bad way to go."
oh, that scene was cool.
Yeah.
That the crew deck area, like that was where, like, I don't want to say the game was starting to get to me, but it was at that point of like, okay, I need to get out of this for a little bit. I'm starting to get a little bit like anxiety up here. Like there's a lot in that area. There's a lot of fucked up stuff in that area, and I'm like, it might be getting to me just a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah,
this
No,
game
but
hits on different levels. So that's fair.
I was gonna say, yeah, that chapter 10 I think is my favorite chapter because like there's a room, I think it's a bathroom you go in, and like they're kind of like plucking on the strings with the music, you know? And then you turn the corner and there's like a person who hanged themselves in the bathroom. And I was like, well, that's fucked up. And then you go into the crew quarters and it's just like heads on shelves. There's like a section of the room where it's just like boots with like bones sticking out. And I was like, this is like scary, but like not in your face scary. This is just like, oh my God. Yeah, I totally get what you mean.
There's like a circle of legs cut off like above the knee. I'm like, okay, that, and that's the time when the hunter's all flat, so you're also like freaking out that thing.
You also can't shoot down the people that are hanging. I tried. The game does not do anything. It's like, that is not a feature that we added in this game, sir. I'm like, but I want to put them down.
The audio log of the dude who like cuts himself apart to keep the necromarch from getting him. I'm like, I don't remember if that was in the original either, but that audio log is hard to listen to.
That's in the original. That lives in the back of my head.
Okay, yeah.
I wrote the specific note. As soon as the audio log started playing, like I was walking in the hallway going back to the elevator, and Kendra comes over the radio and is like, oh, I see Dallas's rig link is moving. Did you get it? And Isaac all triumphantly is like, yeah, I got it. I was like, you just listened to the most fucked up audio you've ever heard in your life, and you're not like gonna talk about this with anyone else. Like,
One thing I want to bring up. It's really funny. Did y'all hear this game had controversy?
No.
Go on.
Yeah, not this version.
Dumb controversy. People were upset that the bathrooms were unisex in the future.
How dare you in the future?
Yeah,
I
when you
remember
go
that.
to the bathrooms, if you go above the signs, it has a picture of a man. There's the man picture, the woman picture, and it's like where it's like a half dress, and it says like all gender bathrooms. And people were like, "Oh, I can't believe in the future you could shit wherever you want." It's like,
this ain't no goddamn Ally McBeal. We just taking gnarly shits next to gals and what? Ally McBeal was doing that. I feel like back in the '90s, though. So I don't know why folks are getting bent out of shape about that.
Because in 2016, we had a random thing happen and the timeline changed.
yeah.
Oh, right. That was when Harambe got shot, and then all of us accidentally went into the bad place. Is that what?
Yes, we all went into different times.
Sweet.
We altered our trajectory, and then we went into the crazy timeline that makes zero sense.
Oh, and that's why I'm famous, Mike, is because of this.
Yeah, you weren't famous before, so there's that.
Yeah, I was sort of famous. I got way more famous after that. There's no sane world which would allow me to be on like national television. I don't know why any of this made any sense whatsoever.
Hey, you could run for president.
You know what? I might. At this point, I feel like I should at least run for city council or some shit.
Hold on. How many felonies do you have?
3. Why do you ask?
All right. You need 31 more.
Sweet. All right. You know what? I can get on some. Like that's ones that they've convicted me on. They hadn't caught me yet. So I literally make so many videos about making meth and stealing copper wire. I don't know.
You are in Texas, so
This is true. At least it's not Mississippi.
I think in Texas it'd be okay to steal copperware. It'd be okay to make meth. Just don't. There's other things they wouldn't be okay with. You probably can't say go Biden. They might want to shoot you then. You know,
yeah. We don't cotton much to that cheer.
You can smoke, you can do meth, you can steal copper wire. Can't smoke weed though. Weed's very illegal, and you can't be brown.
We're like one of the last two states where you still can't smoke weed. I don't know what that's about. Lame.
It's Ted Cruz's fault, or whoever the fuck the governor is. I hate that motherfucker.
Okay, I want to say so. Oh no, Greg Abbott is our governor. Oh my God, I could rail for 20 minutes about what a wiener Ted Cruz is. Again, I know this isn't.
I'll be there with you.
It isn't that podcast. Look at any picture of Ted. Google the words Ted Cruz, and I defy you to look at a picture. Like, do it right now on your phone. Find me a picture where he does not look like he has just freshly shat his pants and hoping that you don't notice.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious. Look at any picture and just imagine Ted Cruz not going, he always has that look on his face. We couldn't even get a John Wayne senator. It's like, yeah, I'm for traditional family values, and I got my gun. No, we Wiener Ted that runs off to Mexico the moment it gets a little nippy. I'm sorry, you know what? It is not that podcast, Mike. I'm just serenity now.
I mean, I do get political sometimes, and I started
Yeah,
it.
no,
So.
but Ted. I mean, that's not even politics. Ted Cruz is an absolute wiener in that somebody bait can look him in the face and say, "Hey, Ted, your wife is like a fat cow," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, my wife's a fat cow." Like, dude, you're from Texas. Like, represent, like, at least pretend to represent the tough guy image that Texas has. Sorry, just
And now the pictures of Ted Cruz in our.
You are looking at pictures. I hope that podcast listeners are looking at pictures of Ted Cruz right now and just imagining him like having freshly shat his pants and just making that noise, that Tina Belcher noise. Just always has that face. Always has that face.
Making the
So did
loser
anybody
noise from Dead Space.
get the secret ending of this game?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
what
We
it
are
is, at
talking
least?
about Dead Space. All
Dead
right.
Space.
Okay. No, go
Is
on.
it because
Yes, I did. Like, I don't know if you want it spoiled or not.
Oh, the game came out. Well, I mean, 2 years ago, but that's what this podcast.
2 years ago. Spoiler alert. Skip 4 minutes ahead. All right, Mike. Let her rip.
That like alternate ending is totally not worth all the work you have to do to get it. That alternate ending sucks.
What do you have to do to
Mario.
unlock it?
You have to
alternate-
collect. I believe it is 12. Hang on, just 1 second. Let me
12.
pull the trophy guide up here. I think it's like 13 or 15 of the little bitty marker pieces that are scattered throughout the game.
It's only a new game plus, I think, too.
Honestly, they're
Yeah, I
not
think
hard to
so.
find, but it's just that the thing of like, where is there? Just no. Yes.
Mario,
What's
did
that?
you play New Game Plus to get it?
Of course.
Oh,
Or 12.
This was technically my first experience to a full Dead Space game, technically. So the alternate ending is literally just alluding it to Isaac's possessed, basically, and he has Demon Nicole whispering in his ear. Basically, maybe there will be a darker version of this timeline instead of it being like it was in the original trilogy.
Oh,
I think
did the
also-
first game
well,
have that too?
It's her whispering to him, Isaac, we can build it. We can build it for them. And it's her smiling, jump scare, then fade to black. Oh,
Didn't the first game pretty much have the same thing though? I feel like no. Okay, I guess.
You're just
Well, the first
whole.
Yeah, the first game has the jump scare at the end anyway. Like this one
Okay,
still
that's
has
what it
the
was.
jump scare at the end.
The
But-
alternate ending does not have the jump scare.
But Nicole whispering to Isaac, that happens in Dead Space 2.
yeah. The idea is supposed to be is that the batting doesn't really affect the second game because it's still the same concept where it's basically just Isaac succumbing to the effects of the marker. It's really all a bad ending is.
And like, so you see that he is like in the alternate ending, it doesn't happen in the. He has drawn like marker symbols all over the inside of the shuttle, and you see like Nicole walking, or it looks nothing like Nicole. So I'm like, is this another person? Because that looks nothing like Nicole. So I'm like, is this like another hallucination? This is somebody else. But anyway, and Isaac goes like, yeah, we're gonna go out, and he said we're gonna like go out into the universe, and he goes, but I got to stop somewhere because I'm going to build you something amazing, and I think it's alluding to him like wanting to build another marker. Like Isaac goes like, I'm going to build something for you. We have to stop and do that, and then it cuts to black. I did not like it. It's not worth it.
Okay, but correct me if I'm wrong. That is a plot point in 2. Like when he's in captivity, he builds a marker, and then you find in the middle of the game that he built another marker. Like they had him locked up basically to build another marker for them.
Yeah, they were taking
Am I
stuff out
okay?
for them to have the data to build another marker, but he wasn't doing it voluntarily. This comes off as like very like I'm voluntarily going to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm completely out
Yeah, I
of my
think-
fucking mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the idea is the batting doesn't really affect the regular game flows. You can have it go either way and still have a sequel.
We'll
Okay.
find out when that remake 2 comes out, right?
I think. Well,
I'll be honest with you. I had that on like my made up bingo card for the PlayStation Showcase a couple weeks ago. I was like, Dead Space 2 remake. They have to announce it. It's been 2 years. Like, just do it.
I
Hey,
think,
maybe Saudi Arabia owns EA. Maybe now we'll get it.
Yeah.
I think the best way to play this, which is fair, is the way Mario played it. Because technically, I have it already for PS5, and I beat it, and I didn't want to replay it again. Because I'm like, if I replay it a second time, I'm gonna have all my upgrades. I'm not gonna have fun. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm just gonna spend another $10 and buy it for myself on Steam because I don't have the Steam version. I was like, I'll add mods to it. Not a single fucking mod for this game, by the way. I can't replace Leon with like a fursuit.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I can't replace the Necromorph with Teletubbies, nothing like that. The fucking mods for this game are fucking nothing. So I was like, you know what? I'll just play it normally.
Lame.
I'm really surprised.
Oh, that means we're not getting a Dead Space 2 remake if there's no mods.
Yeah. Support if they're not doing mods.
Yeah.
But when you bought this game, like EA had a deal. If you pre-order this game through the EA store, you got Dead Space 2 for free, which I think was interesting.
Nice.
But no, this game didn't sell enough, which is basically, let's say, I'm going to give you a generic number. It's not true. It cost $6 million to make this game. It only made $8 million, and EA basically went, well, it's not double the money, so it wasn't enough. So we're not making a sequel. And then they reused assets for Battlefield 42 for that thing I sent y'all where they made Dead Space DLC, which I honestly would have played because I think Battlefield 2042 was free anyways. It was one of those things where the game's free, like Fortnite, but you buy like the skins. And they're like, oh, you could play a Dead Space level where all the enemies are zombies and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. The day I saw that trailer, it was already ending. Like, you couldn't play it after that day. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to fucking pay $40 for that.
Yeah.
Man, I don't like live service crap when they can just be like, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Was there ever talks about making a Dead Space like Hollywood movie? I know that they made the animated stuff.
Yes.
But I thought that there was, similar to the way that there was like a BioShock movie in the works at some point.
I think technically it's just in development hell. I think it's like around, but it's not like being picked up. Yeah.
It's had like 4 scripts that have all been thrown out.
Oh yeah, it'll come out in like 2 years with Tom Holland as Isaac Clarke.
No,
Get Amazon.
They got money. They got money to burn.
You want You want a Dead Space movie? Go watch Event Horizon.
Or
that's the movie that inspired Dead Space.
Or watch the movie Dead Space from 1991, starring Bryan Cranston. Not starring Bryan Cranston, but he is in it.
There's a Dead Space. Yeah, he's not the main character.
No, but he is in it, and they're like in space, and there's monsters. It's close enough.
It's surprisingly gay.
It's surprisingly gay?
Surprisingly gay. It's really gay.
I love surprisingly gay movies. I am Batman and Robin for life, man. I love that banner, too, by the way.
You act like he wrote a book about lesbians or something. Huh.
I know. It didn't there are lots of gay characters in my book. I
haven't read your book. It's my wife, but
it's surprisingly gay. And it's on Audible, too. You can check that out.
If you want a good Dead Space-esque movie, go watch Underwater. Underwater is like Dead Space, but underwater. That movie's great.
Oh, dope. It's just called Underwater?
Yeah, with Kristen Stewart.
Never saw it.
Stewart. It's that movie.
I like her.
Great.
She's one of my crushes.
I really like Underwater. That movie's pretty awesome.
Speaking of things that are precious to Mike, you all should be very happy that Mike is even here because that new Taylor Swift album just dropped, and I know Mike has just had it on repeat.
I actually don't listen to her music anymore, unfortunately.
Really? I thought you were a Swiftie for life. I thought you were super excited about Travis Kelce and the whole thing.
Well, I have something to show you, though. I have fake.
Look, we don't judge. Oh, hell yeah. No, I am not making fun. I'm a fan of his.
I know, I just don't really listen to her music. I don't really listen to any music.
Yeah, we kind of go through. We all go through seasons.
Well, I stopped listening to it because it irritated my wife.
Oh. You see, usually
all I played at one point was Taylor Swift.
Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah, but when you play the same artist nonstop for like a year,
autism is a hell of a thing, man.
And all that Tylenol my mother took,
That's exactly it. I do not judge.
My mom called me the other day, and I asked her if she took Tylenol while she was pregnant with me. She said, yeah, but only when I got hangovers, so I don't think you were that to me.
I'm stealing that one.
Thank you.
Good show.
Stealing that one. That is great.
Oh, another thing we haven't mentioned about this game yet from one of the other changes is they also have upgrades you can get for your guns. Besides just the power nodes, there actually are upgrades you can find or buy in a few cases for each of your weapons to make them better, which is also another nice touch.
Yeah.
They're like 10,000 credits, though.
Well, some you get for free, but yes. Yes.
Yeah, and it unlocks more nodes for the upgrades when you do it.
It's really cool. I really like
Yeah.
what they did with the upgrading process.
Same.
I'm also glad they got rid of the node doors. As much as I liked them in the first game, I'm glad I'm never having to carry one around all the time.
Same. I'm glad you
Right.
told me.
Just always
were gone.
waiting for that node door. And in the first game, it never really made much sense because I feel like there was always another node behind the node door.
A lot of times, yeah.
It
Not
was
all the
just
time,
kind of, but I feel like at least like 4 out of 5 times there was a node behind the node door. So it felt pretty pointless.
Well, the point was, since you saved your resources, we'll let you replenish your resources and give you back your node because you were a good boy and saved one.
Or in the other mess of it, there was what is it? There was enough money behind the door to buy another node too, as well.
Or that.
Yeah. The money was nice in this game too. Again, I really do like that you just get gold or credits and then you go buy stuff.
Yeah.
So I know some of y'all speed ran the game. Did anybody ever actually go back to those like did you ever see like a 3-door and be like, oh, I'm not coming back through this area, but I might come back to go through that door? Did anybody do that? I didn't do it on my original run through.
A little bit at the very end. I kind of just explored a little bit because of that train. Like at the very end, like Mike said, before the point of no return, you could just ride the train up and down, but just to kind of play around with it. I didn't do it much.
I didn't really go back for the doors specifically. I was like, last night I was going back and clearing out all the side missions I hadn't finished yet. So I went back through almost like every level in the game, which was nerve-wracking. But like I hit a few doors that I passed, but I mean I didn't specifically go looking for them. I did go for most of the like the master unlock doors, but there was some pretty good stuff behind those.
Mario, did you go back to the doors through your second run through, or?
Yes, I did, because there was some good shit in there. There always is. Well, not always, but the conductors were normally there, whether it be a regular one or even sometimes even the super rare ruby ones. It just always ammo behind those doors.
Okay.
Even though it was backtracking and going back to it, they were worth the time to get to it.
That is cool. I'm not happy with how I played the game because I mean, not by not doing the side quest, I was missing out, and I do believe that. But
if you are a completionist when it comes to upgrading your weapons, you do have to go back to some of them to like fully upgrade the Ripper and I believe the line gun.
Mario, I can't be a completionist. I don't have a charity to steal from.
Oh my god.
Didn't he make a video about that I didn't watch recently?
He's back.
Explained it like Gerard was trying to. I don't know. Allegedly.
I don't know technically how much of it I believe, but like the way he said it, I was like, okay, I'm willing to believe that you're really good at making people think you didn't do anything wrong. I don't know if I believe that you didn't do anything wrong, but your explanation, I'm like, okay, I can kind of believe that you're saying you didn't. Now, whether I fully think you did, but it was a good video.
He hasn't been brought to court yet, so I can't say he did or didn't, but I will make jokes about it.
Oh, it's very funny. Again, it's yeah.
I have a reason I dislike him, which is very, very stupid. I'm not going to discuss it on here.
Oh, tell us
I have a really dumb reason why I don't like him.
I really want to hear why you don't. I mean, Gerard is kind of a pretentious name. Just go by Jerry when you get to a certain age. I don't know.
I do like the Scary Game Squad better since he's off of it.
But that's all. I mean, I just found it always hilarious. I mean, yeah, I always try to follow the whole rule. Like, if it doesn't go to court, then that's what matters. Unless you settle, then that's a little different. But
well, in the video, he was like he was waiting for like some government agency to send him make a final ruling or send the paperwork for what ruling they had.
No, that's fair.
That everything was fine. And he'd been waiting a year, and he's like, they haven't sent it, and they won't. So he's like, I'm making a video because I want to get back to work.
Well, they're too busy.
No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The government's too busy right now to worry about him. They're trying to get
really much busy. Well, they're not really much busy of doing anything. They're shut down right now. So,
if you didn't shut down,
commit all of the crimes right now. The government's not. I think that's how that works. I think you could legally speed right now.
No, you cannot. And the guy who drove through Wisconsin recently, there were a lot of fucking state troopers out there. Like, all they do is pull people over for speeding. I'm like, man, if you guys are as good as this as you do now, maybe Dahmer wouldn't have got away with murder all those times when you pulled him over. Like, no, you're good, guy. Go home with that that dead body in the car. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't think you can now.
No, they're pulling people over constantly.
So it just goes to show, if you are famous enough for playing video games online, eventually you will get busted for something. I cannot think of one that has not, whether you're that dark side Phil or you're what was that guy with the really big nose that was talking to underage gals, or the other one that got in
Jared.
trouble for being right. Yeah, pro Jared. And then there was the other fat guy. I don't know.
I was gonna say which one got in trouble, because like it feels like every month there's like, oh, this guy was talking to underage girls, and it's like, yeah, who should be surprised? And we're like, if you're a YouTuber, you suck.
That's why you got to be careful, Mike. We cannot allow you to get too famous. You need to be just famous enough. They're gonna get you for something, Mike.
Just enough.
Tax fraud or something.
I'm not going to say what I thought you were going to say, but
It's nice you're saying Mike's gonna get busted for tax fraud. All right.
I thought you were going to say we have to keep Mike away from underage girls.
No, you don't worry about that.
No. I think Mike seems much more like a money laundering kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't have enough money to launder though. So I'm
Allegedly.
Yeah.
not allegedly. I don't have enough money to launder. I bet it's all turned
That's
into
why
plastic dead children.
That's why he can't get too famous, is so he doesn't get tempted.
I saw a video today of like one of those videos where it's like the parents are like, I'm so happy you don't spend your money on drugs and alcohol, and the child like holds something up and the parents go, why are you buying that crap? And it's like, well, I'm not spending money on drugs and alcohol.
Drugs and alcohol. That's why I have always said it's much less pressure to be Dennis Rodman than it is Mr. Rogers. That's why I live the way I live. You can't get canceled if you cancel yourself. I literally made a video this morning about getting a lap dance in a French strip club. So no one's going to be surprised if anything ever comes out that's scandalous about me.
And as I look around my room at the hundreds of movies, anime, and video games, I am part of that club who does not have money for drugs or alcohol.
Hell yeah! I will do double just for you. Cheers.
Right. My 2 beers are hitting me.
There we go.
The other expensive stuff's on the other side of the room.
Any other things to say about the Dead Space remake?
I have some notes.
Yes.
Unless you guys have something. Let her rip.
I had a couple things, but go ahead, Cody.
Because I just make notes on my phone for like random stuff. I wrote skeleton rib cages. I felt like there were. I thought that there were. I don't know. I get very drunk when I'm playing these games. So I think everything looked like a rib cage. I think there was like a giant rib cage going off into space for some reason. I don't know. I wrote new suit hazards, not enemies. I think that meant that I think his spacesuit was made more for like working and not giant knife monsters. So I thought that was cool. I wrote great fucking swearing. I wrote that in here. Different dialogue when hurt. Okay, so if you get hurt in this game, I thought it was really dope that if like he's talking to people on his little phone thing that comes up in front of his face, and they're like, Isaac, how's it going? And if you have full health, he'll be like, I'm tired, but everything's going good. We're going up towards a bridge. And if you have like really low health, Isaac will be like, God damn it, I'm fucking going up the bridge. I'm going up the bridge. Like, I thought that was a very nice touch. I don't know if y'all caught that at all. Brilliant.
Really cool.
And that's really cool. Go back and do that. Well, because you were playing on the Weenie Hut Junior version, Mike.
It was, and I enjoyed it too.
I also wrote ectomorph variation. I felt like you were having to like cut a lot of meat off of things a lot more in this game than just blowing the limbs off. It was like a lot more visceral, and they had different clothes on. I thought that was cool. And then I just wrote, I love this flamethrower with 5 exclamation marks and 3 fire emojis. So that's what I got for notes.
So while you're talking about blowing the meat off, like who used the force gun?
Oh, I used everything. Life's a buffet, homie.
That freaking force gun will just like literally blow the skin, and I mean they are literally, after you hit them with that, they're skeletons moving at you, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like it blows the skin, the meat, the blood, everything off of them. The force gun's cool.
And the sound on that force gun is just thing of beauty. Like
the freaking little the black hole thing you can shoot to. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like the force gun a lot. And this, I don't remember ever really using the force gun before, but this time I really did, and it was great.
I think there was something that they did for this game. They said where they made it meatier to where you could blow the skin and the muscle off the necromorph. So they did add more detail to this game too. It's like
there's a flesh thing with it.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing that I like about like
was
the
cool.
Resident Evil 2 remake, where like some of the zombies, if you shoot them in the face, all their skin flies off, and you just see like a bloody skull just standing there. So
Pretty
I
rad.
really enjoy it.
Were the I don't know what to call them. They were like the darker colored necromorphs that take like 15 rounds to get anything off of them. Were those in the original game?
Yeah.
Okay. Those
The darker ones were, yes.
Okay, maybe it's just because I was on New Game Plus and had way more ammo and stuff like that. That like those ones were really hard to kill a lot of times.
They were. It did feel like there was a new one in this game that we did fight. There was something that felt different. So, Nate, did you say the thing that you wanted to say? Yep.
No, I was patiently waiting. I also want to shout out the sound design. This game it's top tier.
It is.
In, I think it's chapter 4, maybe chapter 5, there's a video call from Nicole where they're like, medical is a sanctuary. All survivors, please join us. And I was like, why would you watch that and think, this is legit?
Hey, to be fair,
that was definitely AI.
Remember Resident Evil, the 4th movie?
No, I stopped after I watched 3, and then I said, I'm good.
Oh, in the 4th movie, they're told that there's a sanctuary to go to, and it turns out it's just a big boat where Wesker is taking people and experimenting on them. Who would have guessed that?
Wow.
Isn't that right, Joe?
I don't know.
Close?
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Well, they talk about it in the third one, then they find out it's a trap in the fourth one.
Yes.
I have to watch those I have 2 left, those live action movies from Mila Jovovich, and I'm supposed to do at least one of them this year.
I just don't think you should.
I'll totally be there if you need somebody else.
Yeah.
Like
I do.
I will go back through the entire series if you tell me to.
I already watched 4 of them, and I can guarantee you I'm not watching 3 and 4 again. 1 and 2?
About for me just to catch up because like it's been a long time. Terrible
1
movies.
and 2 are damn good.
And 3, I like
3 is not a good movie.
Yeah, I did not like 3.
I like 3.
Y'all can go back and listen to the episode to hear how I feel about 3.
Mario, do you have anything else you want to say about Dead Space?
I had something and I lost it. Oh, did anyone else play that little mini basketball game and just try to do their best to keep going until you actually beat it? Was it a lot of fun just to take a break and just do that?
I beat it this time. I was like 1 point away full level when the timer ran out.
Oh, you get for doing it this time.
The other thing is, there was a level that took me back to when I was a kid because it reminded me of a different game. It was the level where there's no gravity, you're going through those fleshy areas like where the vents are at. It reminded me a lot of an older game called Jericho, Clive Barker's Jericho.
I do. Holy shit, dude.
That game has come up multiple times on this podcast, actually.
It's a good.
It's weird how often that game gets brought up on games my mom found.
Well, whenever Clive Jericho comes up, it comes up. So
fair enough.
And we have done 3 Hellraiser movies so far in this podcast. So yeah, we are going to do more. Yeah, I'm doing the first 4 for sure, and the remake for Hellraiser. I don't know if I'll go how far I'll get past that, but that's for sure.
I mean,
also,
Bloodline.
Also, if no one's listened to the Triangle episode of this show, you absolutely should. It's one of my top 5 favorite movies, not even horror movies, of all time. I thought y'all did really good with it.
It's a damn good movie.
I love that movie, and nobody watches it. Like, that's the movie that I will sit people down and, like, watch with them to kind of, like, make them watch it for how fucking good it is. It's so
really good. Underrated film. Like, I watched it for this show, obviously.
Thank you for covering that. I have heard nobody else except me rave about that. About that movie. You're doing the Lord's work, Mike.
Hey, I do try to do random shit that isn't as known. I mean, this is known, obviously, but I do try to get some unknown stuff in this show, too.
Well, then we'll do Tokyo Gore Police at some point.
I do enough random unknown shit.
That one's fun.
I had one more note. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm only drunk. It's okay. Or buzz.
At the end of chapter 11, the USG Ishimura is lit up with "Us is you."
Oh.
And I was like, I love stuff like that.
That's
like
cool.
Where it's clearly like Yeah, it's really cool to me.
I did not notice that, even though I know what part you're talking about, but I did not see that. That's cool. All right, we're gonna go to questions, comments, members. I got a few actually, so I got some stuff to read. First, from the official Laser Time community, from Andy Ryan. I love how they finally made the Ishimura feel like a big congruent space. Like it did in the first game too, but this is a better version.
Yeah, but I like that they expanded on it and it felt very dingy and more lived in, or at least worked in. It felt like it had layers of grime that was maybe missing from the first game, I think. And shout out to the LTC. I love those guys.
How we met.
Yep, that's exactly right.
We met like 6 years ago or more than that.
Jesus, dude, it has been a dog's age, I swear.
And then from Mark Isherwood. Yep, love the remake after having a hard time trying to play the original on PC and needing to find a few patches to fix some issues on later Windows version, like doors not opening, etc.
Yeah, the PC version of the original version of that game is kind of dog water. Just do it on Xbox or just do the remake.
Or do it on a Steam Deck.
Steam Deck.
I played the original a couple years ago on PC and never had a problem.
I had problems with it. I did it on the Xbox 360, but couldn't. I had issues trying to do it on the PC first. So literally, the 360 was the easier version for me. I don't know if it's like through a different service or okay, that's what it is.
Because I like, for example, another EA game, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I bought it on Steam. And it didn't run. And then when I Googled it, they're like, yeah, this is a known issue if you buy it through Steam. And I'm like, I went through all the safety things, or not safety, but all like the things to fix it. They're like, yeah, you got to contact EA. So instead of contacting EA, the game is on sale, and I bought it for $13. I'm like, fuck it, I'll buy it again. I don't want to contact EA.
I think Digital Foundry still counts that as like the worst PC port of all time.
Jesus.
Damn, you think that? So I was a little scared of this game. I was a little worried it wasn't going to work. And it was not on sale, so I was not going to be happy if I couldn't get the run.
Mm-hmm.
All right, from Dan Monroe, I played twice through it in a row, really great. From Greg Darino, phenomenal piece of work. Isaac having a voice adds so much to the overall vibe and story. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
And then from the I Walked the Entire Orblood Super Replay, from Zach Harris. Funny how both RE4 Remake and Dead Space Remake came out the same year because I have the same opinion on both. I absolutely love the original Dead Space, and I absolutely love the remake. Doesn't take away from the original at all. It actually enhances it in many ways, like scares and Isaac being a legit character like in Dead Space 2. I can't really think of anything in the remake that it does worse compared to the original, much like how I feel about RE4 Remake. From Matt Pickleton, might have the best sound design of any game I've ever played. It's fair. From Kevin Belant, the original is fantastic, so the fact that the remake is just that much better is an absolute feat. It is simply stunning to look at, to listen to, and to play. From Lance Howard, the original scared me a lot. Grade A Spookums. The remake is also scaring me a lot. Grade A Spookums. I'm currently in Chapter 7. Great game. It is a great game. I'm glad people are playing it. And from the Dead Space fans group, from Adam Bushkirk, for the love of Altman, please make sure you do the side missions in regards to Nicole. There is a story tidbit that was added, and you'll see near the end, and it hands down the best thing that was added to the remake.
We told him about it, don't worry.
Okay.
So what about that final boss battle? It was annoying.
I would definitely.
Boss battle itself isn't too bad. That stupid crap when you're hanging upside down, you have to hit that one little bitty point. Like, that still sucks.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Anything where both you're involuntarily moving and also the target is moving gets really fucking annoying.
I thought it was easier than the original. I remember having issues with it in the original, but here I didn't have that much of a problem, except for dangling upside down.
Yeah. I was playing it on one step above whatever Mike was playing it. I know he's playing on, again, Super Baby Easy mode. I was like just north of that, so I didn't have too much issue with the game overall. I tend to play it on easier modes and then try to trick myself into making the game harder. So, but yeah, that boss battle I didn't feel like it was too bad.
Although I did feel kind of bad for what's her name?
The one that got squished?
Yes, God. I'm like, okay, you know what?
But she was kind of a scumbag through that whole story, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's doing her job, I guess, is the right way to look at that. So you can feel a little bad.
I guess, but like, I don't know. That one felt kind of flat for me with Kendra. I don't know if y'all felt a similar way with her or not.
I was totally like, I forgot about that plot point. So like, every time she'd be like, Hammond's up to something. I'm like, yeah, Hammond is up to something. He's being really weird and we should watch this guy. And then I totally got played.
Meanwhile,
That
Hammond's
guy-
going crazy.
That guy, I felt like, was a lot more interesting in the first game, though. Like, I feel like you weren't sure whether or not you could trust him. And in the second, and in a remake, he might have been a little bit too nice. Like, I don't know. That might have just been me. My memory is a little bit foggy on the first game.
No, he went
With
out
Hammond?
like an absolute boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
Uh,
think
what'd
they
you get-
changed his death.
What did you guys think about the scene with the Valor where you see it like coming straight at the ship and then it just plows right in the side of the ship and you actually like
Yeah.
you get to go outside because in the original version like you get to it from somewhere inside the ship I think, but in this
Yeah,
one you
I
actually
think-
like, fly to it. I'm like I like that change.
I think in the original, like, you leave that room and then
Like the doors
it's
like right
yeah,
there.
it's like right there. Yeah, like you don't have to go outside at all. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. I'm just seeing it like flying straight at you, and like impales itself into the side of the ship. I was like, I like seeing that. I kind of wish it done more damage. But
Mm-hmm.
Right. The first time Nicole said "make us whole," I cheered. I was like, I love that. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
want to know where that.
And I also,
Off the Valor, I said, I wonder where that nuclear warhead ended up. Like, did it like keep going till like in a year, or like somewhere 1,000 years in the future? Like that would have been just. It's a stupid little thing of like, I wonder what happened to the nuclear warhead.
That's a
Eventually,
fun head cannon to have.
yeah, did it like take a
So-
space station out in like 10,000 years, or
So what
Just
would have
floating.
happened is whenever Dead Space 4 came around, which does anybody know what that they revealed the plot for Dead Space 4 was?
I looked it up once a long time ago.
So the idea was supposed to be at the end of Dead Space 3, they reveal that there's moons that are basically necromorphs.
Oh yes.
So Isaac
Shit, yeah.
So Isaac was supposed to go back to the Ishimura and use a planet cracker to kill all the ships, but because they had already scrapped it for parts, you were basically trying to survive from planet to planet, gathering parts that to keep the ship going, and eventually get it back to full power to where it would be able to kill the moons. So I assume probably in the fourth game you would come across that nuke head again and use it.
Okay, I could kind of fuck with that. That's a fun idea.
Yeah. They haven't revealed. They're like the director of Dead Space revealed he's like people ask me a lot what the Dead Space 4 would be. He's like I always keep it under wraps in case they ever come back and ask me to remake Dead Space 4. So he's like I refuse to tell people what the ending's supposed to be.
Which I mean that I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I
Shoehorned
really
in.
do hope that they get a chance to either make Dead Space 2 remake or go to work on 4. Like I
It's
don't know.
too-
I'm a sucker for the series. Like I love the lore.
Mhm.
I love the universe. I want more.
But yeah, it's definitely too cool of a franchise not to do something with. Wow, Mike told us to just talk about Dead Space, so I don't know how much more I have to say about it.
I can tell you that I bought that first book and I had to stop reading it because there were a ton of just like spelling mistakes and just like weird errors that it was like bothering. And I'm not talking about like just one. It felt like every page to every 2 pages had a spelling error in it. And I was like, was this just like translated poorly? Like, you know, like I believe it was made like with a native English speaking team, but it was just bad.
I know editing is hard, but still, like
I think
if
it was either it was one of the really like first or second one.
yeah.
Because I definitely bought it after playing Dead Space 1, but before 2 came out.
Okay. I'm not surprised that there's a Dead Space book, but I don't think I knew that there was a Dead Space book.
Yeah, because like I got into it because like Mass Effect has books, and like I got 2 of those, and I loved them, and I was like, oh my god, Dead Space! Like,
I don't know why I've never read those books. I do want
hey, they're not worth it.
Oh,
The
that's
Mass
what I've
Effect
heard.
ones, the Mass
Dead
Effect
Space.
ones are. Dead
Yeah.
Space, you can just skip.
No,
Oh.
the Dead Space ones are worth it. There's as far as I know, there's 3 of them. One's a comic. I know for sure. I don't know if the other one is.
I know one of the Mass Effect books, like it got pulled because like it was what was wrong, like the story had massive plot holes versus what happens in the game, and so they just pulled it completely.
I know this isn't a Mass Effect podcast, but in Mass Effect 3, there's a station that you go to that is like the centerpiece in one of the books. And when
Oh,
I
that's
got
cool.
there, I was losing my shit. I was like, this is so cool. Like,
Mhm.
I need to replay those. We'll see.
There's I actually recommend 3 of the Dead Space books. I'm not sure which one you read, Nate, but there's one that actually explains how Altman becomes like the head of unitology, which is he got actually trapped and they basically like lied about who he was.
Mhm.
And then there's the one I talked about, which I'm not sure if it's a book or a comic. I don't remember. And it's the one that explains Isaac's backstory. And there's another comic that shows there in Dead Space 3. There's the guy that Isaac hangs out with, who's also crazy. And his is a comic, and it's about what happened to his son. Because the whole you're actually supposed to read that one because that's supposed to explain why he's fucked up and what happened with his planet and the marker and how he stopped it and everything.
I do need to see the movie someday. The 2 animated movies, though, Downfall and Aftermath.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've never seen Downfall? Downfall's fantastic.
Okay. And then got one last group to read from Oba. Wonderful, amazing, worth every second. It made me relive all the feelings when it first came out. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with a bug later on in the game where a necromorph fails to smash a glass barrier after the scene. Hence, I'm trapped, unable to move forward. That sucks. And this is from the Dead Space Universe group. And then from Callum McDonald. For some reason, I felt that what I saw in a lot of videos was that it didn't seem to have as many variants of slasher necromorphs as the first. Like, all of them seem to be just naked. Is this accurate? I don't know. It's not.
I guess not.
No, they're all a little different. I didn't care, but I'm sure they are.
Almost all the same to me, honestly.
Oh, Mario, you said you have to get going here in a second.
So I'm good right now.
Okay.
But I was saying though that they actually did look. I didn't notice too many differences between each necromorph that much, except for the different types.
Yeah.
But it also didn't bother me. Like, they're aliens with blades in their hands. I just want to shoot them. Oh,
Did anybody have any like bugs or anything?
other than my Steam Deck not being happy. No, not really.
No,
And my
I was-
computer not being happy.
So, like, real quick, in the first playthrough when the game came out, you know the part when you're going to get the captain's rig and he gets turned into a necromorph.
Yes.
I thought him invisible because he was invisible. I don't know why.
Oh,
And so, like, I'm walking around the room trying to figure out what's happening, and he's hitting me. I can't see him. But it didn't happen this time. I don't know why it happened last time, but that was like one of the funniest bugs I've had in a while. Like, this dude's invisible. I can't see him, so I'm just spraying around the room trying to hit him.
Weird. A couple more from Mark Mustrick. Same, I bought this and haven't played it yet, but will soon. Love the whole series, but the first original one, I did have to do some FOV and other tweaks to make it playable for me. From Owen Day, the quality of life improvements are great. The change to the asteroid sequence, which was soul destroying in the first game, is fantastic, and the improved visuals increase the tension and horror in a organic and worthy way. That is very true. From Kyle O, this is how Remake should be done. Great game.
fair.
From Jeffrey Thomas, I loved it. This is the proper way to do a remake, adding some extra lore quests and graphical updates, kept the core gameplay and horror that everyone loved, but expanded it. I really hope with the new buyout, they will give Dead Space 2 and 3 the same treatment, but do a more comprehensive overhaul of Dead Space 3 and make it what the original developers intended before EA started meddling with it.
No. Tell us what you really think.
For one, I can't read this name because it's not in English. Epic Game. Too bad we won't see it, but remake Dead Space. I'm assuming you meant 2.
Yeah.
Oh, from David Westerland. A few things are worse, like no skippable cutscenes, which go on for way too long. I don't like they're not skippable, but that's only when the game crashed me and I had to watch it 3 times. Otherwise, they're fine. Another one I can't read. Try Chronos, dude. Serious Dead Space vibes. This is like the 3rd time someone told me to play that game.
I will play Chronos when I am not busy with 30 other games, please and thank you.
It's $60. I'm not playing it
It's
anytime
also
soon.
$60.
No.
When I get into Humble Bundle next year or 2 years from now, I will play it.
I keep thinking about. I have it on my GOG wish list. I'm just like waiting to actually have time to play it.
It'll end up in a Humble Bundle at some point. That's how I got Callisto Protocol, a Humble Bundle. But then
I'm
again,
buying more stuff on GOG here lately, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
and last one I want to read from Daniel Fennell. Make sure you're always ready when the Ishimura PA announce, "Warning: hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine locked."
Oh, yeah.
Then he posted a GIF of a monkey banging on a door. I appreciate that. All right, and then I want to give away another Steam code. Let's see what the next Steam code to give away is, because I don't. All right, you get the code for Transformers Battlegrounds for Steam. No idea what this is. Your Steam code is 2DRAQJKAJRJDLJM. That is your Steam code for Transformers Battlegrounds. I know people do redeem the code sometimes, so people tell me. And if you have a problem, like you're missing a key or something doesn't make sense, I usually have the code for up to 30 days. So if you're doing it right when the episode comes up, hit me up. People have before. And if you need to hit me up, join the Discord. It's free.
Yeah.
So. And I'm perpetually online unless I'm sleeping. Unless I'm traveling. Then I'm not online. But normally I'm not traveling. So I'm easy to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to Shelf Stacker Box. And Mario, why don't you lead us in?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Shelf because it was my first full experience of a Dead Space game, and I loved every second of it to the point where I did decide to just platinum it. Just doing the plasma cutter it'll solo it, do the New Game Plus, get that super cool Marine style tier 4 suit he gets. That's the same ones that the other ship had on their crew members too.
Mm-hmm. The military one. All right. And Joe.
I'm also putting this on the shelf. I actually think I agree with what some people said on the comments, which is I think this is like a perfect remake. Like this is what a remake should be. You add a little bit more, you don't change too much, and you do some quality of life stuff. And honestly, given a compare, I don't want to go too into it because I know we're a little long on time. It's kind of like what I didn't like about RE4 Remake. I do love RE4 Remake, but they took a lot of the good jokes from the original out. This one I still feel like has the same concept where it's a lot super goofy, but it still knows enough, hey, we should take ourselves seriously and things like that. Added plenty of quality of life stuff, even things from the other games that would help. So definitely put it on the shelf.
All right. And John.
Shelf. Really like the remake. I think it's the definitive way to play the game. I kind of don't think there's a reason to ever go back and play the original, but it's probably the best remake ever made. I think. Yeah, it's on the shelf, and I know it's probably never going to happen. But man, I wish they would do this to too.
Same. And Nate.
I am also going to put this on the shelf. Yeah, I agree with Joe. I agree with the comments. I think this is one of the best remakes of a game I've ever played.
All right. And Cody.
All right, so this is theater of the mind, but for the select few that can see my camera right now, see that shelf right there? Yeah, that's where I would put Dead Space. The remake, I'd put it right next to the original, where I said it when we did this podcast a few years ago. I believe that this is a rare kind of remake where it takes all of the same beats, where it recreates so much of the original version of Dead Space that it almost replaces it. As in, I believe it was Mario saying that you could almost just play this game and then just jump onto 2 and 3 if you really wanted to. It takes a lot of the story beats, it adds to them, it enhances them, it adds a few things that kind of don't work for me in this game. But generally, it doesn't take anything away from the original. It only adds to it, makes things better. The graphics are better. It looks grimier. It looks more lived in. The story is way more interesting. There's more side quests. It fleshes out the world. It does everything better. Like, clearly, put this thing on the shelf, Mike.
Did I? I didn't go yet, did I?
Nope, let her rip.
Oh, I'm putting this on the shelf too. I love this game. I mean, this is a better version of the game that I love. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience all the better things, but that's on me, not the game. But I loved it. Put it on the shelf. I beat this game in 2 days. I just couldn't put it down. I mean, one was I was in a rush, yes, but also I just really wanted to keep playing. I loved it. So, yeah, that's all shelves around. That doesn't happen too often on here. So,
right on.
Awesome.
All right, we should go to plugs. Mario had to jump out, so check out his podcast, Bias Gaming. You'll see a link in the show notes. And Nate, where can we find you at?
Hello, you can find me on TikTok. Nate Does Comedy 79, because that's my age, probably. And you can also find me on Blue Sky at Pallet Jacks in Video Games, where I post pictures of Pallet Jacks in video games and give them a rating.
It's actually pretty cool. Mm-hmm. You need to post more, though. But yes, it is cool.
I know. I have a photo album. Yeah, I need to start posting those.
I expect to see Dead Space forklifts.
Check out.
There were some forklifts. I saw them. I was like,
There are a lot of forklifts. You can't, or pallet jacks. You can't even use them. Like Kinesis lift them up. I was kind of excited to do that, and then you can't. So actually, I'm gonna put this in the box. Just because of that.
Wow.
Yet retroactive. Too late.
Yeah.
And And Cody.
All right, you can find me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Search my name, throw it in Google. My name is Cody Laveau, Laveau, just like Marie. I have a whole series called A Redneck Abroad, where I travel the world. I've been all over the place. Been to London, Dublin, Paris, Brussels, Sweden, Venice, Iceland a couple of times, Minneapolis, where I ran into a certain handsome local. It's actually a fun fact. The night before I hung out with Mike, I started doing shots in a bar in Minneapolis. I woke up above a kung fu studio in St. Paul. That's a true story. Find out what happens at by following on my TikTok channel. I went and camped out on the beach with a clown. That's on my YouTube. I'm always doing some wild stuff on there. I have a book. It's called Harangi Fire. It's a Korean Viking fantasy novel. It's a queer novel. But you know, you don't have to be queer to enjoy it, but it does help. So if you're interested in any of that, again, just search my name. Again, my book is on audible.com. I think I've covered it all, right, Mike?
You have, yes.
Sweet.
All right, and if you enjoyed this episode, there's over 850 other episodes of this podcast. We do movies, TV shows, video games, comics, all sorts of content. If you want to hear the rest of it,
40 of them now, right, Mike?
I have no idea. I never kept track. Yeah, Ben, I never kept track of how many people have been on what. But I know who's on the most of them. I can tell you that it's Joe and Ken.
Yeah.
So,
right on.
Like this Joe.
Great guess.
That's high. And so we have all that. Check out here. The rest of our Dead Space will be in the show notes. If you want to support the show, we do have Patreon, a little dollar. You can vote in our Patreon polls. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. If you donate $10 or more, I will plug your YouTube podcast, whatever it is that you have. Just let me know. I want to get shout out to those wonderful people. Phoebe Stanton from the Let's Play Princess on YouTube, and also has Twitch, so check her out. I think LP Princess on Twitch. I can't remember, but it'll be in the show notes. And check out her podcast, Nerds Broadcast. She talks, so she's great. And then also check out Conversation with Robbie Sherman. He does a lot of different type of shows, a lot about cartoons and stuff. I'm on a few of them, so check him out too. And absolutely the best podcast, A Work in Progress. Talk about MC movies. They are currently talking about the Alien movies, or they should be about now, the time you're hearing this, so check them out too. Also, always please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. And, I want to shout out my awesome intro and outro courtesy to Helena at Hell Has Fury. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. I don't think I said that yet. And please rate and review our podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. Everyone, we'll see you next time.
Take it easy, Mike. And if it's easy,
take her twice.
Take it twice. I'm too honky for this donkey. Let's get out of here.
Goodbye.